overlooked in the pantheon of great rivalries, but this has always been fierce, and both of these teams know if they survive and advance from here, a host of opportunities lie ahead. Welcome to Vaught Hemingway Stadium, home of the Ole Miss Rebels. As we'll see a team looking to make it back to the CFP this year, the LSU Tigers, taking on one of the top 5 teams in the conference, the Ole Miss Rebels. For EA Sports College Football, I'm Reese Davis, David Pollack and Jesse Palmer with me. Guys, it's time to get it going. The Rebels will kick it off to get us underway. And it'll come out to the 25, no attempt at a return. The LSU Tigers offense will have first crack at this one. LSU really put it on the Rebels the last time these two clashed and took home all the flowers in the Magnolia Bowl.
LSU was so dominant in that game. Offensively, defensively, and special teams. It almost seemed like Ole Miss didn't even show up, so Ole Miss has got to play with more sense of urgency this time around.
Yeah, and talking to the Ole Miss guys and their staff, they're pretty upset about it. Like, this did not sit well with them. This rivalry game means something to them, and they're ready to come out here and get that taste out of their mouth and grab their flower.
Just nothing doing on that last run, and they knew coming into this one they were going to be challenged, right? This is one of the best defenses in all of college football. For them to have any shot, they're going to have to do a lot better running the football.
They'll get him on the ground at the 46, and it'll be a first down.
Busting big runs like this is a total team effort. Obviously, the back has to find the hole, but you got to have everybody around them doing their job to make it a good play call.
And everybody around them doesn't just mean the offensive line. The receivers getting their blocks downfield is a big deal, too.
It's a huge deal. We always talk about them catching passes, but blocking is so important for their responsibilities.
I like the decision there in the RPO game, too, guys. I know he only got a couple of yards, but that play's going to open up bigger opportunities throwing the football down the field in the RPO game, too. So keep handing it off to this guy. Let him see what he can do. And when the defense gives you the look to hold the football and then finally throw it, that's when you take advantage.
You know what I really like about games like this at this point in the season? You find out who you are. You find out whether you're going to stay in the race.
And who can step up and handle the challenge, right? This is easily one of the toughest games to date for both of these programs coming into this.
There he goes. Now well within striking distance as that third down play gets him a first at the 29. LSU moving the ball quickly down the field. Might as well give it to him again. They'll pull him down after a pickup of 5 down to the 23.
Sometimes in your playbook, you have run plays that are called run-it runs. You leave the play on no matter what look the defense gives you. That time the defense was blitzing, but they just kept the play on. That is an attitude-type run that you can run into any kind of look, and it paid.
Got some room in under the goal line. He's brought down, but there's a flag on the play. Let's see if it stands. They had the first down before that penalty backed them up, and now they'll snap it on second down. Sixth play of the drive coming up. Looking to throw, it's Connors. Moves around to clear up the vision. Nothing to do with the football, and he just throws it away. It'll be third down.
And that goes down as incompletion, but that's a smart play. And the QB coach and the OC would be very happy with the decision of the quarterback. He got outside the pocket. He obviously was so he's outside the tackle boxes. He moved the ball away as long as it got it past the line of scrimmage. Nothing there, nothing open. Live to fight another down.
Boom. Snagged in the middle. It's King. They'll make the stop about 3 yards short of the first down.
Nice job by the receiver on the in route there. And how about the speed after he made his break? He was able to actually separate a little bit from the DB, helping out his QB on that one.
This offense wants to establish an aggressive identity. They'll go for it on fourth down. Off the play fake. Blasted as he lets it go. Punch it out of the air. Got enough to move the sticks. First down from the 17. The Tigers come to the line with a new set of downs. Out of the gun, the inside handoff to the running back.
How about that play by the speed back? We hear about speed backs, and he's not the guy that runs in between the tackles. But let me tell you something. When you're trying to catch a guy like that, you're running full speed with everything you have, a lot of times you're just trying to get him to the ground, and you're not trying to put a good shot on him, and then all of a sudden they're breaking tackles. Great job of that young man.
They'll knock him down for a loss of a couple.
They're trying to run the football. There's just nowhere to go for the ball carrier inside. He tried to bounce it to the outside. That linebacker way too fast. He met him there and forced the TFL.
Looking for room. It's Vaughn. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line, and that's where they'll have it first and goal.
And talking to the OC this week, getting this running back going was step number one. It was priority number one. He said it makes the whole offense go. Like, he is the bell cow. He is the guy. This offense doing exactly what they set out to do on this first drive.
And a decent gain there before the defense makes the stop. Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Defense rolling out the big bodies to try to stuff the run. On second and goal, he gets another chance. That is a big win for this defense as they were right there as soon as he got the ball. A big third down coming, and hotty-toddy, gosh almighty, this crowd is ready. They'll try to run it in. Into the end zone he goes. Touchdown, Tigers.
The offense goes as he goes, so really no surprise on the opening drive. They keep feeding him the football. He showed you all of his ability on that TD.
And the extra point makes it 7-0. They're coming out to tee it up for the kickoff, and that last score was a real buzzkill for this crowd. And he'll bring it back. Nice job by the kickoff team. Everybody stayed in their lanes, and they'll stop him at the 16. So Ole Miss offense has its first opportunity of the day. They got an incredibly efficient performance from this guy last time out. Now, Jesse, it's about making that a consistent thing.
Yeah, I think the most impressive thing watching that tape back from his last game is the ball never touched the ground, David. It was amazing. And it wasn't that he was so accurate in throwing the ball deep down the field. It's just that the ball was always going to the open guy. He did a really good job checking it down, taking the profit when it wasn't open downfield. That kept the offense on schedule. That's really important for this offense today.
And when you're watching it as a defensive player and coming to this football game, man, you know this is going to be a challenge. I better get pressure on this guy. If I let him feel comfortable, you'll see another day like last week. I mean, that dude was accurate. Almost every ball was caught. They were in rhythm. They're going to have to find some creative ways to get him off his spots and make him feel uncomfortable.
Gets the first one of the day out of there. He ought to be fresh. They only used him twice in that victory last week. And the coverage team surrounding the ball. No chance for the return man to get in there on that one. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. Already a solid start to this one. Now back to work with this 7-0 lead. They'll start this drive from the 18-yard line. The offense will have to use its first timeout of the half. The gun. The running back has it. He'll be stopped just short of the 20 at the 19. Give him one.
Guys, you just say Magnolia Bowl, and it sounds elegant and pristine and reserved.
And Ole Miss and LSU, anything but charges. Clock malfeasance, downright cheating back in the old days just to get a leg up in this rivalry game.
It feels like they've been playing this game since the Louisiana Purchase and Napoleonic Law. They've been playing it forever down south in an area of the country where sometimes it just feels like it matters more. I can't wait to see what happens today.
And I love what Reese says, like cheating. Yeah, if you're not cheating, you're not trying. And both these schools, obviously, so closely connected. Games are usually really, really good. A ton of talent on the field. Big bragging rights on the line.
As they get set to snap it, just about to reach the end of the quarter. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And we've come to the end of one. And let's take a quick moment to catch up on the stats. They are lined up and ready to go and get things started here in the second. So they'll go back to work after changing into the field. And off from the shotgun. Powers through the defender. Finds his way for three after the 33.
You know, as a defense, you kind of want to force the give on the RPO. You want them to run the football, and you can tell maybe the quarterback wishes he pulled this. Small gain, but some information you gathered maybe for the next time you get to run an RPO.
They got him free for a big gainer down to the 43. And the Tigers are moving quickly down the field. The give is to Williams. They'll finally get him on the ground, but not before he makes it to the 30 and gets a first down.
That's a really nice run. One thing I love about him is he's got versatility. Reminds me of a guy I used to play against back in the day, Kevin Falk. He could catch the ball, he could run the ball, he could block, he returned kicks. He did everything for the LSU Tigers, and this guy, he's got that ability too. So many different tools in his toolbox.
Drives ahead for three to the 27-yard line.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. When it's first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football, you still can line up, you can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Catch in the middle, it's King. Drag down, but they'll move the sticks for a first down.
Well, this defense now is just getting gashed, and if you're the defensive coordinator, you might now want to think about being aggressive, changing up your play calls, and maybe breaking your own tendencies, because you have got to stop this offense just marching down the field.
And this offense has got it all working, right? It's just been tough. This defense is on its heels, can't figure it out. A bunch of plays in a row now, a bunch of success. This offense is doing what they want to do, how they want to do it. Defense is going to need to do something different to try to mix up this rhythm.
So now with first and goal, let's see what LSU does here. The option look. Now the toss. Touchdown LSU! Excellent pass by the back on the option.
And you got to be so disciplined when you play the option. You got to keep your eyes on your guy. They lost track of the pitch, man. The quarterback pitches it to him. He takes it in the house. Got to be a little bit more sound on defense.
He'll bring it out. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Ole Miss ready to send the offense onto the field. Now we'll get a chance to see if they can answer that last score, trailing by 14. Turning it on! That's the kind of play that can really get you going as they get it out to the 36.
The defense has got to do a better job with assignment football. Somebody has to be accounting for the quarterback on these run plays. You know you're going to see it. You've seen it on film. The option play, nobody home. He just takes off. That's an easy first down pickup for the offense. Moving forward now, the defense, they've got to settle in, and they've got to start playing better when it comes to assignment football.
Using his legs, it's McGarry. Turns it on in midfield. And he was on his way. Gets it all the way to the 38. And the Rebels getting set on 1st and 10. Looking to throw on first down. The sweet feet buy a little time. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. They're dealing with a 2nd and long. Here's the handoff. And maybe he'll get back to the line of scrimmage, but no more than that. Now facing a 3rd and long. From the gun, wants to pass. Looking for a big gain. And that'll be incomplete. They certainly weren't afraid to take a shot there, and now it's 4th down. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. And they're running out the kicker to give it a try. He says he's got a big leg. He's going to have to show it from 56 yards out. And this one is perfect. Now the lead is down to 11. So after putting 3 on the board, the kickoff team is out there ready to boot it away. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Bayou Bengals will run the offense out onto the field. They've been firing on all cylinders, touchdowns on each of the first 2 drives, and they'll try to make it 3 for 3. Use the play fake, now to throw. And the heat will get home, and the quarterback goes down at the 17.
Oftentimes with play action, you're asking the quarterback to hold on to the ball a bit longer, and you're asking this offensive line to hold up and pass pro a bit longer. Against this athletic front 7 on defense, it's going to be tough.
The Tigers now with a long way to go to pick up the first down. The offense calls timeout. It's the second one they've used this half. Big first down sack for the defense. Brings up second down. To the air. It's Connors. Fakes to grab. Knocked down immediately, but a nice pickup on that one. The Land Sharks circling. Crowd getting this defense whipped up on third down. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Probably the toughest call on the play sheet. Third and long. Ball's at the 25. From the gun, wants to pass. He's got his man, makes the grab. They make the stop about 4 yards short of the first down. Quick timeout by the defense there, trying to make sure everyone has the same call. Looks as if LSU will line up to punt it away. And the gamble works in their favor this time as they pick up the first down. Down to 2 minutes before the half, and they'll take the timeout and see if they can add a little more before the break. From the 44-yard line, the offense snaps it on first down. The give to the back. Got enough for the first down and wants more. And a really nice run and pick up there before the defense avoided disaster and stopped the really big play. The Tigers kept this drive moving on the ground, now back to work. The give to the tailback. Good pickup on that play. It'll bring up second and 4. No huddle here for the offense. Off play action. Scrambling away. He'll pull it down and run. He'll get it down to the 31, and that's where he goes out of bounds. Offense picking up steam. First and 10 from the 31. They'll test the right side. Not much running room there thanks to this senior defender.
Run game is good. Balance is good. Now listen, if the run game isn't good, then you got to pass the football a little bit more. But sometimes you got to keep them honest, take them chunk by chunk.
Picked up 2 yards on that last one. They need 8 on second down. Leaves it with the running back. Brought down after a good pickup, and they're in the red zone at the 20. LSU quick to the line. They'll move the wide receiver. They're threatening to score, and they'll throw it. Makes the grab. That one takes it down to the 13-yard line. Time dwindling away as they try to put points on the board right before the half. To the air, it's Connors. Incomplete. He's run out of bounds, but they've got it now, 1st and goal.
This offense has become a first down machine, and that is so demoralizing for the defense, especially for those star players that are playing tons of snaps. They're not subbing out as much. By the 4th quarter, they're going to be gassed.
The snap sets up to throw. Looking for the score. Touchdown, Tigers. Quick strike through the air for the score. They are seizing control and taking away hope as they push out the lead in this Week 8 showdown. And the extra point makes it a 21-3 lead.
And it's so underrated. The relationship between a QB and a wide receiver, the timing, the ability to know where he's going to be and be accurate with the football, that's what leads to nice touchdowns, Jesse.
Well, and the chemistry between these two guys has to be great when you're throwing into the end because coverage is going to be tight. The throw might not be perfect, but this is something these two guys have been repping in practice over and over and over, and it's paying dividends now on game.
That's the end of the 2nd quarter. That means it's time to join Kevin in our halftime update. LSU will put foot to leather to start the 2nd half. From a couple of yards deep, he'll bring it out. That's the kind of mistake that throws off your game plan. Come out of the end zone and you're stopped at the 8. The Ole Miss offense ready to go back to work. They start this 3rd quarter in a big hole, and they have to start climbing out right now.
And they're going to have to be...
And they got him for a safety.
Oh, and how about this defense? Understanding where they are in the field. They got a chance to put points on the board, and they do.
Fields to punt and tries to help improve that field position. LSU will dive into the playbook here on offense. They opened this 3rd quarter on top, and they built the lead on the strength of that running game.
And they made a huge statement, too, just proving to the other team that they're more physical, they're winning in the trenches. So here in the 2nd half, David, just keep demoralizing this defense by pounding the football.
Yeah, and I'm not going to let that happen. I riled up my guys at halftime. We're going to put more people in the box, and we got to come out and meet the physical challenge of this offense.
Ball spotted at the 21. It's 1st down. To the ground. He's got it again. And the defense holds firm. No pickup at all on that play.
Maybe that stop is a good sign for this defense. Maybe the defense is starting to figure it out. Obviously, offense has been running the football with so much success. Something has to change.
Breaks into the open. And he's got enough for the 1st down. They'll mark it at the 34.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the 3rd quarter and you want to keep it, you got to bleed the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical, and they're trying to stay on the field.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. Got stuffed on 1st down. It's 2nd and 10. Across the 45. And there was lots of space as he gets it to the 39-yard line. Looks as if we have an injury on that last play, and we'll take a break to check him out. The give to the running back from the shotgun.
Coaches always harp about staying ahead of the chains, and when you can run with that type of efficiency on 1st down, man, you are doing just that.
And the Tigers with a 2nd and short to keep this drive moving. Really good job by everybody there. Well blocked, good run, and a 1st down.
And running really has been the key on this drive, guys. Lots of success right there. They generate another explosive play. Their success running the ball, big reason why they've been able to put up a lot of points and have a really nice lead in this one. And now back in the red zone again, they're looking to add that.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
And this one will be stopped for no gain.
Well, they want to come out and try to get the run game established, but up front defensively, they made a play. They gave up nothing on that one.
Got to find some breathing room if you're going to establish yourself on the ground, and there wasn't any that time.
Yeah, Reese, I wonder now if this offense is maybe going to try to get to the perimeter of the field and see if they can use their speed to hurt this defense.
Man down on the play as the officials take a break to let him be checked out. So the offense is going to go for it on 4th down. Tries to get it on the ground. He gets it all the way down to the 5-yard line, and that's where they'll have it 1st and goal.
Well, the offense at this point is just doing everything they can to not give the football back to their opponent. Even though they're up in this game, they're still going for it on 4th down. That's now the 3rd different 4th down they've converted in this game.
They'll dial up the run on 1st and goal. He steps and powers and works his way. They finally get him down at the 2. Now it's 2nd and goal. Barrels ahead. And he never had a chance. Just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
Man, and that's a frustrating play when you go in reverse near the goal line. Goal-to-go situations, Palmer. You got to get those positive yards. You can't go backwards if you're trying to get a touchdown.
You know, I'm trusting in my quarterback here to make the right decision. Looks like we're going to have to throw it, right? But if it's not open, just throw this thing away. You don't want to take a sack, lose extra yardage here. Just be smart with the football.
He gets rid of it, but I don't think they're going to let him get away with that. Nope, here comes the flag. So the intentional grounding call will be a loss of down, and now it's 4th down. LSU will bring the punt team on the field. He may keep that punt rush honest after completing a pass earlier. He makes the fair catch, and they'll spot the ball at the 18. He'll start this drive firing. Those two not on the same page. It's incomplete.
Well, you can see the mindset of this offense changing quickly. We're in the late in the 3rd quarter. They're down on the scoreboard. They've got to get aggressive, and they've got to throw the ball if they want a chance to win this game. But the defense knows it. It's going to be really hard for this quarterback now. The windows are going to be small like it was that time throwing the incompletion.
And this offense is desperate to keep this drive alive, trailing by multiple possessions, and it's getting late. Looking left, makes a connection. And with that effort, they pick up a fresh set of downs. They have it at the 34-yard line. The Rebels have it with a 1st and 10. He's got it on the right. And that's a very productive 1st down play and bringing up 2nd and 3.
I'll tell you, this slot receiver, he really does give his quarterback a nice option. Runs really good routes. He's got nice hands, and you saw it on that last play.
Quickly to the tight end. And the Rebels are at the line looking to convert on 3rd and short. Pulls and fires complete. Still on his feet at the 45. He'll go out of bounds at the 35-yard line. Big pickup there, and this offense is feeling it. The Rebels have their offense in high gear. From the shotgun, the handoff to the back. He's stopped dead in his tracks again. No running room to be found. They keep trying and have had very little success. Guys, LSU has the lead here. And as we switch ends of the field, let's take a quick look at the national rankings. As we start the 4th quarter, it'll take a pretty sizable comeback to win this one. So the final period starts with a 2nd down play. Looking to fire. Unloads to the wideout. A little too much on that one, just out of his reach.
And that's just the kind of game it's been for this quarterback in this offense. You got a great game plan all week long. You're watching it throughout practice. You think you're going to have a chance to light up the scoreboard, but they're just not able to hook up. You got to...
A shot toward the end zone. And the incomplete pass on third down, but there is a flag on the field. We'll see what that's about. They'll decline the penalty here and let the result of that play stand. Down by multiple possessions, they can't come up empty on this drive in the fourth quarter. They'll go for it on fourth down. Right down the middle. It's picked off, and they ruin the drive with a turnover. He managed a few yards on that return, but the bigger play was the fact that they forced the turnover. Give to the running back. And he's stuffed by that big defensive tackle up front.
It's going to be tough sledding for the offense here. They're trying to ice this game by running the football and bleeding the clock. They've got a pretty good lead here late in the game, but the defense knows the run's coming, right? So they're going to be loading the line of scrimmage, getting stops like what they just did. Be interesting to see what the offense does on this next one.
He's got it on the left. And they'll do more than move the chains. They'll move that thing more than 30 yards down the field before he's finally stopped. That last play is the kind of thing the offense can really build some momentum on, and now they've got it 1st and 10 outside the 40. And they'll bring him down after a short pickup.
And I know you can play these late-game situations differently, but I love when you just stay physical. You run the football, you preserve the lead, you got great field position. You're in a great position to salt this clock away and get a W.
And a nice run there before the defense finally makes the stop.
And here's the mindset if you're on offense. Fourth quarter, you've got a huge lead. Obviously, you're going to run the football, but just be aware of the clock. You don't want to snap it too quickly. You're probably just doing safe runs inside the tackles like you saw right there. You just got to execute. You got to be aware, but you've got this game in hand so long as you don't turn it over.
Down to the 23 for this 1st and 10. They go to the ground. And some room to work. He's wrestled to the ground right at the 15-yard line, and a big red zone opportunity here.
I think you have to like what you see if you're the coaching staff here. Your offense is on the field, and it looks like you got a pretty good drive going, and you're just going to try and keep this thing marching, keep the clock ticking. You've got a really nice lead here late. Just want to find ways to keep the chains moving. They're doing it.
They make the tackle, but he's got a fresh set of downs, and it's 1st and goal from the 7. The Tigers pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. With the run on 1st and goal. He works his way all the way down to the 3, and the defense is reeling. Now the offense tries to punch it in on 2nd and goal. He'll run it to the right, looking for the goal line. Touchdown, LSU! And the pummeling has started. That score will give them a little more room to operate here in the fourth quarter as they go for their 6th straight win. Now they've got a little breathing room. They are in firm control of this game, guys, but you never want to let up in a rivalry game.
Because it only takes one play. We know how much of a factor momentum can be in these types of rivalry games, David, so this game's still far from over.
And this is where my leadership and my experience comes into play. When you got guys that have been through these fires, been through these rivalry games, you know the swings happen quick. Now you got to swing it back your way.
Really nice job to squirt his way up to the 31-yard line. And the Rebels can play this 2nd down a lot of ways with just a few yards to go. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. They bring him down, but not before he's able to pick up the 1st down. So they move the sticks on the run. Let's see what they do with this one. Hands it off. And he was fortunate not to lose yardage on that play, able to wedge it back to the line of scrimmage. They got nothing on the last play. It's 2nd and 10. The give to the back. Oh, he's got some space. They'll wrestle him down just short of the first down. I don't even think they're going to bring out the chains to measure this one. The Rebels lining up, just needing a few tough inches on third down. He'll keep it on the sneak. Past the first down marker and still running. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. And the Rebels are on the move. From the gun, running back gets to give. This freshman makes the stop after a short gain. After picking up a couple at 2nd and 8. They'll give it to the back. They make the stop, but he'll have enough yardage for a first down. Clock stops, and we've reached the 2-minute timeout. This offense looking for anything to cut into this big lead. The Rebels with the 1st and 10. Looking downfield on first down. Makes the grab. They make the stop at the 33, but 10 yards on that play and a first down. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Wants to throw on first down. Finds his man. And just a short, safe pass play. They pick up a few. Working well behind the sticks on 2nd down. Back to pass. Fires to the middle. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. And he motors into the end zone. Touchdown, Ole Miss.
Well, you got to love the attitude of this team. I know they're still down by a lot on the scoreboard, but a really nice job by the quarterback. Accurate throw on that touchdown pass.
At this point, a comeback would take one of the biggest miracles in the history of the sport, but they'll line up for the onside kick. The defense going to stop the clock with a timeout. They want to make sure they have everybody on the same page. Cool as a cucumber as the hands team makes a sure catch. They keep it on the ground. Clock is their friend. Picks up the first down, still moving. And he's brought down after a nice gain. They came into this game with plenty of people putting them on upset alert, and they were ready for the challenge.
And they passed it with...
There he goes. They'll make the stop, but that first down ought to ice it, and they should be able to kneel this one out.
Offense has a huge lead right now in the 4th quarter, and they're just going to run this football to try to ice the game. Being more dominant, being more physical at the point of attack.
The hand to the running back. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage. The Magnolia Bowl goes to LSU as the Tigers take care of Ole Miss.